Good morning. Thanks for joining Hot Interconnects. As you can see, this is the 21st edition of Hot Interconnects. So this conference is coming to age. And we have a vibrant program this year. And as you can see, looking at the program, the major keywords are software-defined networking, data centers, and we have things on that span from protocols to performance evaluation to real hardware. So first of all, let's thank Cisco for the generous support and for hosting us in this building, and in particular Claudio, Lucas, Filomena, and Kevin. So as I was saying, we have a vibrant program. We have 5 keynotes, 2 invited presentations, 1 argumentative panel, we hope, 4 tutorials, and a rich technical program. So the keynotes today, we have a great start with Amin Vadat, followed by Tom Anderson, that will receive important award from IEEE. Then we have The Network is the Cloud later in the day. And tomorrow, we'll have George Papen, followed by Tom Edsall. As I was saying, we will extend the Kobayashi Award to Tom Anderson. And this will be given by the President-elect of IEEE, Roberto De Marca, later today. So this is an hallmark for our conference that we are hosting this type of events. And the data center congestion control, this is the panel that we are going to have later in the day with representatives from Microsoft, Mellanox, Insieme Networks, Broadcom, and Brocade. And one of our friends, Head Baba, which has recently departed, so we will have a cocktail reception in his name later today. And we thank our sponsors, SolarFlare, Oracle. Then we have Tabula, Wartman Associate, Algologic, Memoir System, and Mellanox. And if you have any questions, so these are the people that are in the organizing committee of this conference, so feel free to ask. We will try to help as much as we can. So the general chairs that are Thorsten, Madeline, and me, and then there is Cyril Minkenberg and Sudipta that will join us later today. The organizing committee, so Dan Pitt, which has been with this conference for many, many years, Christos, that did this phenomenal job in terms of local arrangements, and Songkrant, which is at the registration, and Ramesh, that is also the registration chair. We have a bunch of people that help for the tutorial, the publication, Mitch, Ada, and Luca. The media chairs, Bill Bosan and Raj. And the steering committee that every year organize the next year's conference.
Welcome to Hot Interconnects 21 on behalf of the Technical Program Committee and its chairs, Sudipta Sengupta and myself. Sudipta will join us later. Just a few statistics on the paper selection process. We received 33 submissions, of which 25 entered the review phase. That's not bad. It's a little bit better than in recent years, but could still be more. So I'm appealing to everybody in the room here to consider this conference for your work for the 22nd edition. After the usual review process, we accepted 9 papers as regular long papers, and in a slight change from other years, we also accepted 5 papers as short papers. So we had an opportunity was there to submit your paper either as long or as short, trying to get a little bit additional input from maybe industry or people who don't want to spend the time to write the long one, and these were judged independently. And in the end, we also accepted a few papers that were submitted as long, but were kind of in the gray zone, but still of interest to the community as short papers. In addition to that, we have 2 invited talks. Today we'll have, actually these are both will take place today in the afternoon from Tilera and from Facebook, Matthew Matina and John Kenevi, respectively. So many thanks to our program committee members who are very responsive and allow us to have a very short turnaround time on the review process, delivering a total of 100 reviews within a span of basically just 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 5 reviews per paper. And then we had a PC conference call to make the final selection. We organized the papers into 4 technical sessions. As one session that'll be this morning on-chip communications, chaired by Ada. I have not seen her yet. She's here? Oh, very good. Then in the afternoon, we have a session on TCP/IP, shared by Rami Melhem. And tomorrow we have a session on OpenFlow and HPC. That's separate, no, not OpenFlow in HPC, but had to lump some papers together into one session, chaired by Mohammed Alizadeh. And then finally, the short paper session Thursday afternoon, shared by Patrick Jeffrey. So for both for the session chairs and for the presenters, it's important that you put your presentations on the central system, which is over there. So you have to walk around there and go back there and have your presentation on that system and get wired up with a mic in the break before your presentation. There is no way to connect your computer here. That's important. Okay? So I suggest that in the break, before the session in which you're presenting, you come up here, meet up with your session chair, and get set up for presenting. Okay? Then these kind people agreed to be on the program committee, so many thanks to all 31 people who delivered all their high-quality reviews in time. And then finally, on Friday, we'll have the tutorials, 4 half-day tutorials divided into 2 tracks, 3 hours per tutorial. Main point there is that these will be taking place in a different building, which is, I think, about a mile from here. So on Friday, if you're going to attend tutorials, do not come here, but to the address shown here on this slide and also shown on our webpage. All right. And these are the tutorials. Tutorial 1 is on accelerating big data with Hadoop and Memcached, presented by DK Panda and Xiaoyi Lu from Ohio State. Then in the afternoon, the role of optical interconnects in data center networking and WAN optimization by Lukas Paraskis from Cisco. And in the other track, we have a tutorial on OpenStack and SDN, a hands-on tutorial presented by Ramesh Duraraj and Edgar Magana. And then finally, in the afternoon, we have flow and congestion controls for multi-tenant data centers, presented by Mitch Gusat and Keshav Campbell. So that's basically it with respect to the introduction and the technical program. So I hope you enjoy the symposium, and thanks to all of you for attending. Thanks to all of the people who submitted papers, all the people who came here to present both technical papers, keynotes, invited talks, panels, and tutorials. So many thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the symposium.
Okay. Thank you so much, and I guess without further ado, we can go ahead with the... It's Claudio, right? Claudio's in something the room.
Cisco.
Okay.
Claudio wants to come here, but he was driving from Berkeley. So I want to welcome everyone on behalf of Cisco. I'm Lukas Paraskis, Claudio De Santi, and a few of us. We're very, very glad this is happening this year at Cisco. We have been thinking about it for quite a while, and some of us have Hot I very near and dear to their hearts. Personally, on a personal note, you can see here Hot I 8.
Wow.
I brought it just for the occasion, and actually,
if you don't hold it strong, you will end up in the Museum of Computer Science in Mountain View.
Probably, yeah, and probably I'll make more money out of it than a Cisco stock. But but another personal note: Hot I in 1999 at Stanford was my first interaction with Cisco that ended up giving me my employment. So for all the young fellows here, by all means, do interact. There are some very, very bright and very, very able people around the room. So thank you for coming. Enjoy the conference, and I'm sure Claudio would love to get a chance to also provide the introduction when he arrives.
Thanks, Lucas. Very nice.